Hi everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome along to this week's deep dive. So good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're dialing in from. My name is Marcus. I'm the customer success specialist here at Sendible. And this week I want to take you guys through, you may have seen just under 2 weeks ago, we had a little bit of a layout change. And I just want to spend some time with you all today to take you through that change. Hi, Peter.
Hello.
You read my mind. We will be joined by Peter from our support team. He will love to answer any questions that you guys may have. So for those that haven't been around before, you have us in the main panel, and then to your right, I believe you should have 3 tabs. So a chat tab where you can see Peter has said hello, everyone. So feel free to say hi back. You've got a questions tab. So if there is any questions you have throughout today's session, please feel free, no matter how silly you may think they are, get them in the questions tab and we'll have plenty of time at the end to cover your questions. And as we are sort of moving around, you can be quite open with your questions. So yeah, please get those in. And for those that have joined us before, you know we like to play little icebreakers before we get started. So this week's icebreaker, for those that see me before, you know I'm a bit of a football obsessive. So we have some big summer competitions. We've got the Euros, we've got Copa America. So out of those 2 competitions, who are you cheering for? Is your team still in the competition? Let me know. I'm cheering for England in the Euros, and who are still in. We face our close friends Germany next week. And in the Copa America, I'm going to support the underdogs, who are Chile. And I know Pete is a big fan of Chile as well. Awesome. So if you do have a team that you're supporting, get that in the chat and let's see whose team is going to win. And even if you're not supporting them, maybe you've drawn them from your sweepstake and, you know, there might be a prize at the end. So as you guys are getting all of that in, I will start to share my screen and sort of go over some of your answers. So Pete, he's a big Wales fan, so you're still in there, which is good. Switzerland, I believe, are still in just. So hanging in there, guys, hanging in there. I wonder, Savannah, who is your team? And I'll just start.
That's because you've got taste, Savannah. That's why.
Gonna vote for Wales. Okay. Okay. Now I'll share this screen here. Okay, so get those answers in, and hopefully you should all be able to see my screen. Take that as a yes. Right, so this is now going to be the landing page for when you log into your Sendible dashboard. Initially, you may have been used to seeing the priority inbox, but that has now been moved over to the activity tab. So just to give a bit of background, previously we used to have a tab called Engage, which combined all of these options that you see now in both tabs. But we've listened to some of the feedback that we have from our users who initially, when they log into Sendible, they want to see what is scheduled, what is due to go live, and also have the ability to sort of land on their calendar and start to create posts. So we've listened to our feedback and we've made a release. So we now have the new tab called Publish, which kind of contains everything that warrants a reply. So any or anything that is due to sort of be published. So any drafts, scheduled, sent messages, etc. Any task or undelivered messages will all be wrapped up into Publish versus that of activity. So activity is your priority inbox, and also which used to be called streams, but is now your social feeds. So let's just take an exploration around the new area, make sure everyone is comfortable. So for those that haven't been used to sort of seeing their calendar straight away, we have a calendar that can display all of the activity. So especially if you're an admin, you'll see activity from all different users, but you can filter by team members and by profiles as well. So you can see everything that you have scheduled for the current month. You can go back and forth, and everything that you've got sort of queued up as well. So I have a queue here, and I've got my content sort of queued up for the next week. You can see what's been sent over these given times here. And once again, who they've been sent by. Okay, excellent. Do join us in a couple of weeks where we're actually going to take a deep dive into the calendar. I think that is scheduled for July 8th, but keep an eye on your announcements and emails. Okay, so moving down the new publish area, we've renamed what used to be called bounced to undelivered, just to sort of make it a bit more sense. So under the undelivered tab, you will see sort of messages that haven't been posted successfully and a reason why that message hasn't been posted successfully. So you can see if I was to try and post something onto YouTube, and I haven't attached the video, it's going to not deliver and then hence fall into my undelivered tab. Exactly the same with Instagram. If I'm trying to post content that doesn't have any image or video, it's going to not be successful. And then you'll get an email and a notification to say that they've been undelivered. Thank you, Savannah. Then, as you know, within Sendible, you can create tasks by either seeking approval for something or by assigning a task directly from the priority inbox. You can assign for someone to reply. Now, once you've created a task or a task has been assigned to you, they will end up under tasks. And we've kind of cleaned this area up for you as well. Previously, you would have tasks, then you would have a few sub-menus. So tasks for others, for yourself, completed, etc. So we've kind of taken that away and brought a nice filter over here on the top right-hand side. So you can see, depending on the dashboard you're in, the tasks that have been assigned to yourself. So in this case, my agency team member has created a post for Facebook, and they've just asked me if this is okay to go live. So I can leave some feedback. I can approve this. And then I've now cleaned my tasks here. And if I was to head back to the agency team member who created that task, they would see that task in their done section because I've just approved it. So nice, clean task view here to switch back into my dashboard. And then you can see I've assigned 2 tasks to my external users. So I have a task which is sort of scheduled for Saturday, just before the main event for my Point MMA channels. And that has been assigned to my client for Point MMA here with the note that I've left. And just another sort of old task that's kind of been sitting here. So a nice separation and hopefully a clearer workflow for when seeking approval or creating a task. Okay, so moving over to activity. So once again, these 2 pieces of this area used to live under engage as well. But we've moved it over to activity just to sort of separate it out and make it a bit more clear in what you're going to do in this area. So the first thing in this area is the priority inbox. So I'm sure everyone is familiar with the priority inbox, as this used to be the landing page that everyone would see once they've logged in. So this is a combination of all of the engageable content from all of the networks and channels that you've added, where you can take the action on the right-hand side to engage back with these users. And underneath the priority inbox, we've got now social feeds, which is instead of streams. And then this is a real-time breakdown of each profile that you've added to your dashboard. Okay, then depending on the network, you may have different options to engage. Facebook will give you the option to manage their home feed and their inbox. Twitter gives you the options to manage pretty much everything that you like. Okay, perfect. Now remember, if there's any questions, feel free to get those into the questions tab. We're almost at that time to get those answered. All right, but before, this made a few small changes to the monitoring section. So we used to have a keyword monitor. We've now just changed this to keyword alerts. And rather than new monitor at the top, just a new alert. So this is where you would build your keyword queries to do all of your social listening. Okay, perfect. There's been no changes to content. So this is just everything remains the same. So your suggestions, your feeds, and your content library all remains under the content header. But we have made some small changes to what used to be called measure. It's now called reports. I think it's basically much more simple and direct to the point that this is where you're going to be doing all of your reporting. And so because I'm on a small browser here, that this is my profile. So just being a bit responsive. Okay, I think that is a summary of all of the changes. If we ever do have sort of changes to the dashboard, do be on the lookout, because we will hold a webinar just to take everyone through, no matter how big or small those changes are. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, bring Pete into the mix again, and then just take a look at some of the questions.
Hello.
Hi, Pete. So one question so far from Adele.
Are these new updates for approval? Our team has had difficulties with this feature in the past, but maybe now it'll work better for us. Indeed, hopefully it does, Adele. The functionality for the approvals themselves, I understand, has remained the same. So it depends on what issues you are having, but hopefully the actual use and management of the task feature will actually work a little bit better for you now. But if you are having difficulties with the approvals, please do contact our support team, and you can do that a number of ways. One of the easiest ways is to go to sendible.com/I need help. And on there, you have a simple form to fill out where you can actually just give some examples of the issues you've been having. And yeah, please do contact us, because we can certainly look at and speak to you about the way that you're currently using it, maybe help you find a different way to actually use it as well. Is there, from Robin Sinner there, is there any option to publish more than one image for Instagram? Yes, there is, Robin. But not for direct publishing. So essentially, the way that we've got two options available for Instagram, one being the Instagram reminder service, which with that you can actually then get emailed multiple images, and you can essentially, there we go. So Marcus is just showing us here. So Instagram reminder, basically that allows you to schedule multiple images to Instagram, and basically you get those through to your phone, and then you manually go and post them. With the direct publishing, the Instagram business, due to limitations on Instagram side, it's not currently possible to send more than one image at a time through the Instagram business platform, the one where you've got Instagram tied to Facebook, essentially. That is only available for videos and single images. But if you wanted to post more than one image, Instagram reminders would be the way forward for yourself there. Cool. So I just wanted to share a link with you guys as well. As Marcus said at the beginning, the changes we made to the dashboard were based on feedback that we've received through customers, through interactions with them, with yourselves, and also through what we call feature ideas, essentially. So we've got that portal, that link there I've just sent you takes you to this features idea portal. And essentially with this, the way it works is if you guys as users of our platform have ideas that you'd like to see implemented, then please come here, have a search for it. It may already be there. Have a vote on it, and then what happens is the product team will actually look at these, and then depending on how many features, how many votes an idea has got, and if that fits in with our plans for the product going forward, then we would look to actually build that in. Couple of, like we said, the changes we've actually made with having the calendar as soon as you log in there. That actually has come about through feedback we received from our customers directly. Some of our newer things that we've had which has already been covered in webinars as well, is the ability to add choose which thumbnail you want for videos, and the image editor as well. The actual image editor, that all came back from feedback and feature requests from customers like yourself. So if you do have any ideas, please come along to feedback.sendible.com, vote on stuff, because the only way we're going to improve the platform is by hearing from yourselves. So please do let us know what you'd like to see.
Oh, that's great, Pete. And just for the people here, we are going to take a deep dive into our feedback portal and support portal, which is sendible.com/I need help, on the 22nd of July. So please join us there, and we'll take you through both of these in much more detail, how easy it is to create an idea, raise a ticket, start a live chat, etc. So you're always being listened to and supported throughout your Sendible journey.
Indeed. Yeah, but if I can't see any other questions there for you guys, so yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, excellent. Well, no, I hope that was useful for everyone. Like I said, it was just a few small changes, but really wanted to sort of talk you through why we made those decisions. Basically, we're always listening to what our users are saying and what their needs are. And off the back of that, we've got to make this decision here. So I hope you find it intuitive, helpful, time-saving as well, where you can get straight to your calendar, view what you have in the pipeline, and really kind of spot if there's any sort of changes that need to be made. Also, I'm reading the chat. It looks like the changes are very well received. So thank you so much. It does mean a lot to us. And just to let you know, we won't be holding a webinar next Thursday, as it's coming up to the American holiday, Independence Day. So we anticipate a lot of people having a long weekend. So enjoy if you are. We don't have a holiday in the UK until August, but we will be back, like I said, on the 8th, where we will do a deep dive into the calendar. So as it's going to be your landing page now, we will definitely spend some time to look at all of the options available in that area. Excellent. Thank you, Yvonne and Rick and Ashley and Adele, Deborah, everyone. Your comments are lovely. So thank you very much. We will give you back sort of 12 minutes. So yeah, have a great Thursday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.